Hey everybody, this is Andy right here, who's one of our one-on-one coaching students who came in and he just recently graduated our program and made $25,000 in assignment fees. Andy, so was it 25,000?
No, 20. It
Oh,
was
my
20.
fault.
Yeah,
He made
yeah.
20,000. Awesome. And how long ago did you sign up with us?
I signed up for the course, I would say late April,
Nice. So late April, and now we're in, what are we in? I don't even know what month. So we're in
early
September.
early September. Yeah.
Okay, so April, May, June, July, 4 months,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, everybody has their own pace, but I mean, what other course or training can you take where within 4 months you make $20,000?
Right, exactly. And also with the benefit of I didn't have to buy this property, right?
Right.
So with very low investment, other than the ads, I'm able to purchase property, dispose of it, assign it, and make 20K. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so just for everybody that doesn't understand or maybe just getting started, Andy went out and he wholesaled the property. What we teach is how to find people want to sell their properties, but they can't sell them on the MLS or with a real estate agent. So they come to us and we manage to connect that property to cash buyers without ever closing on it, without doing renovations, without using our own credit. You don't even need the bank's money to do this. Um, yeah, man. And so did you have much experience with real estate investing before this?
Very low. I mean, if any real estate experience I had was buying like personal properties. Um, so I understand overall how you buy a property, but never actually looked at it strategically on how to position myself as a true investor, right? I think as a wholesaler, it's almost like a shift of mindset, right? How you talk to people, seeing the deal, understanding how to market it. It's a whole different way to look at investing in real estate. So I'd
Right,
say very little because I'm very comfortable in buying properties,
right,
but I also had to think as an investor where,
right.
I'm not buying this property, right? But I plan to market it and find a buyer for this property, which is very different.
Right. Which for everyone watching is what we do in wholesaling is we run marketing to find people who want to sell their homes. We get them to agree to sell to us for a price. And we never close on the property. We never buy the property. And by connecting it to cash buyers, we get paid in the middle for being in the middle. And like he said, the best part about that is that we don't have to close on properties. You don't have to, you can transact and flip houses without ever buying them, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
and Tony, to add to that, this property that I made 20K on, I haven't even seen it.
So
I
you did
haven't I,
so you
I
did
haven't
it
seen it. 100% remote. The only thing I've seen is uh pictures that the seller sent me,
right.
right? That's all. I don't know what the seller looks like. I haven't seen them. Everything was done remotely. I don't even know. I haven't seen the buyer. This was all completely done remotely.
100%. So I know you're in your sailboat right now. So did you do this deal from your sailboat?
No, but I have done phone calls from here.
So you've actually run part of your business while sailing around.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I run my wholesale business 100% remotely. Right now, I'm traveling the world personally and doing the same strategy that I'm teaching you. And that's the best. One of my favorite part about it is that it's a way to do flip houses online without purchasing them. How crazy is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And I think the other thing I like about our strategy, which makes a huge difference, is the fact that the sellers are mostly warm leads.
Right.
It changes the dynamics. You make the phone call, the sooner you make the phone call to when the lead is produced, the greater your results are. And that really helps them open up, which I think was quite a game changer for me because cold calls to me are terrifying.
Right. So just so everyone knows what he's talking about is when these people sign up, they see our marketing and they sign up. and they leave their information and they basically book a meeting with you. What that means is that they know you're going to call and they're expecting your call and they're happy. And when somebody raises their hand and fills out a form to sign up for an offer on their property, they're actually showing a high level of motivation. And that's why I only deal with warm inbound leads, like you said, because there is other strategies out there when it comes to wholesaling, like um, door knocking or cold calling. And when you're dealing with cold people, you don't know what their level of motivation is. So it's a very like difficult thing. So on that note, by the way, how many phone calls did you have to make? How many homeowners signed up to your marketing and did you have to call to close this one deal?
Yeah, that's a real good question. So I had 77 people in that ballpark in my funnel. I'll be honest, I haven't made all the phone calls yet. So let's just say I've made about, let's say about 50. Let's say I've made 50. I've made several offers from that. From that, I have two accepted offers. So I actually have an outstanding deal right now that I'm working with a seller on. um,
Yeah,
that the offer is signed, but we haven't signed it yet. And so I've had two signed offers to purchase under
yeah.
contract. And then from that, now I have one that has been fully assigned.
You have one that's been assigned and that's like money in the bank now.
Correct.
But what about this other one? So you have a second one, and if that one gets assigned or when it gets assigned, how much are you going to make on that one?
Yeah, I'm looking to make 25 on that. So both of these deals, with wholesaling, you've got a few exit strategies. The ones I found are, these properties I would say don't require that high level of renovations. So they're more of a wholesale deal. So it actually gives me a few options to work with maybe investors that can see themselves buying cosmetic upgrades, renting it out, right? And so yeah, so both these deals fit right in that. So these, I would say, um, wholesale fees are lower than what I could potentially make.
Right. So for everybody listening, there's different types of wholesale deals. Some deals we get are extremely discounted for like flippers, and then we have other types that are called wholesales, which are a little bit skinnier margins. But hey, even though that's a skinny deal, you're still looking to make 25 grand. And now if you assign that second one this month, that would mean that in 4 months you've made now $45,000 while you've been with our program. So
Yeah.
that's basically a lot of people make about that much in a year. And once you get the momentum going in this business, it's not unlikely to do one deal a month like that. You could do what people do in a year in a month, every single month over and over again, once you get into momentum.
Yeah, and I think through experience, having these phone calls, talking to sellers, you start to see the deal in the deal, right?
Yep.
And even with this second one that I have outstanding, and in both these deals actually, I've gone back to the sellers to renegotiate a better deal for my end buyer, right? Because um, and I've been I'm almost successful right now in the second one. And these I can pass the savings on, or I can choose to split the savings with the buy and increase my wholesale opportunity. But at the end of the day, everyone wins, right? Because the seller is in a particular situation that they are asking me for help, and I'm here to help them. Uh, and I can also meet the my intentions, right, of getting a wholesale fee and pass on some of those savings to the end buyer as well.
Right. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you have anything like before we wrap it up here? Is there anything else that like if somebody's watching this and they're looking to get started and they don't have much experience, is there anything that you could recommend for them to do?
My recommendation, well, I think the way I look at it is if you have no experience in real estate, this is a great place to start. Wholesaling, there's a little bit of an art to it, but honestly, if you're comfortable having a conversation with anybody, that's what this is like. Because the leads are warm, it really is. They are very enjoyable conversations, to be honest, because you have somebody on the other side of the phone that's open and willing to share everything. So you just have
Right.
to be genuine, and you will as you start to have more conversations, you will start to see the deal in the deal. You will learn a lot about marketing. I think it's a extremely valuable skill, both in your inbound and in creating buyers lists. Both I think are very important. So it's in general, wholesaling makes you a well-rounded investor. Also, no matter what type of investing you do, I think wholesaling should be a part of it, regardless,
Right.
because in wholesaling, it's not just wholesaling, because let's say you're investing in multifamilies, etc. You're going to have deals that won't fit your portfolio. Well, understanding how wholesaling works makes it an active part of your business. Also, while wholesaling, you're going to have leads that you may say, this only recently occurred to me, there might be leads sitting that you can't do much with, but this there's acres of diamonds in a way, because those leads, you can do something with them. You can work with another partner to potentially sell those leads, and it could work for maybe a real estate situation. So this marketing that you do to create this database of leads is extremely valuable in so many ways.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely. And that's to summarize kind of what you said. I always say that everybody who's serious about getting into real estate for the long term should have wholesaling as their foundation, because as you if you want to do investments, you have to have cash flow first. And wholesaling is the fastest strategy to generate cash flow without investing money. And then you can take that cash and invest it into investments, or you can, the skill that you develop that you focus on in wholesaling is finding deeply discounted properties off market, and you're finding them for people who are doing investments. So eventually when you level up and you want to do your own investments, you can use it as a lead generation tool for your net to find your next investment, to flip or do whatever, and wholesale the ones that you don't, you cherry pick the ones that you want, and then you wholesale the ones that don't make sense for you to close on as a real estate investor.
yeah, and people always hear money's in the buy, and honestly, the wholesaling creates that skill set on ensuring you have money on the buy, whether you're doing it for yourself or as a wholesaling business.
So let me ask you one last question before we wrap this up.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people out there who they are real estate investors, or they're learning about this, and they're going out there and they're shopping with their real estate agent. They're shopping on the MLS, and they'll find a deal and it looks like a great deal. And then by the time they go to make an offer, there's a bidding war, and then the price gets driven up, and it's not a great deal. And it's kind of a strategy that real estate agents do, is they list a property really low to get a lot of attention on it. And of course, when it's listed on the open market, it's got hundreds of thousands of eyeballs, people looking at it. So it kind of doesn't make sense that it would stay at a good price because so many people see it and the bidding goes up. But is there any how do you find the competition when you were dealing off market and going
Um,
directly to seller in these
yeah.
that are not listed on the MLS?
Well, definitely less than if you were to find something on the MLS, for sure. And I think that's where your personality and the way you handle the conversation really comes into play. When you build that relationship, and the deal that I'm working on right now, it's a great example of this, because I found them over a month and a half ago when I first started this course. That was my very first deal that I wrote an offer that was never accepted. But I
So you made
truly
an
think it
offer
is,
So you made an offer to them when you first signed up with us, and then
yeah.
they didn't accept it back then, and now you've circled back around and they want the
Exactly,
offer.
and got it signed. And I truly believe the reason why they came back to me, even though they had other offers and potentially were being wooed by a couple of real estate agents to list it on the MLS, they came back to me because of the relationship.
Right. That's the best
So I
part
think
about
that's
this.
yeah,
I don't care what anybody says. Wholesaling is the most heart-centered strategy in real estate because we're connecting with homeowners. They reach out to us because they have problems in their lives, and how we get deals is by solving their problems, creating a solution to their problem, and it's a win-win. And a lot of times when I come out of these things, I've really built a deep bond with these people, And it's too bad that most of the time they sell us a house, they move on, and we never see them again because you really start to get to know them
Yeah.
on a different level. Yeah. And that's part of why I started coaching. I was doing all these one-off transactions where we would get a house under contract and assign it for a homeowner, and it goes great, and we do the one deal with them, but then we never see them again. And now when I'm training other wholesalers or other real estate investors how to become wholesalers, we're actually building lifetime bonds, and like me and you will be have a lifetime bond and a friendship forever. And that's the best part about this whole thing, being able to share this with other people.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. You know, honestly, I look back and I never would have imagined I'd ever wholesale a deal. I think, you know, after having this first contract assigned,
Yeah.
it's, you know, I'm raring to go for my next one. You know, it's awesome.
Do you think you'll leave your day job?
You know, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, that's the goal, you know, that's the goal. But like I said, this is going to supplement anything else I do anyways, right? So I think it's a great supplement to what I do. The fact that I can do it remotely. You know, I was
Right.
even doing this when I was in Mexico while I was at a wedding. Um,
Right.
you know, so that's the thing. I mean, I I feel like it's a good supplement to anything. So I don't have to get rid of my day job. I think this supplements it, right? And uh, yeah,
And And that's why we set up the program the way we set it up, is so that busy people who have a job, who have a career, who want to start wholesaling, when they come through our program, you don't have to do it full time. We handle all of the heavy lifting for you in terms of setting everything up and getting the thing going, the marketing and everything, and make it easy so you don't have to quit your day job. You can do it on the side, like as a side hustle.
yeah, yeah.
It's
And be
it's
honest with you, the biggest challenge is keeping up with the leads. That's why I still
right.
have leads I haven't finished up yet of my 77. But to be honest, you got to make time out of your day job or whatever you're doing to set yourself a goal. You know, I'm going to make 5 calls today, right? I'm going to talk to 5 people, but I may have to leave 10 messages as an example. But you need to stay on top of that.
Yeah, man. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing, and I hope this inspires everybody that's watching. And I look forward to hearing you crush this next one you have under contract.
Yep, it's going to happen.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy.